no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog with leash. Where's the love in the streets? For my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut team, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. For I die, they gon' know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags. And I don't really wanna be famous. You know what's up. You know what's up. You know pretend. You know the lie. You know the game. You know what's up.
Crazy, we going crazy. We at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off of the jet and I cry. My I win in a Humvee a lot. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Sharek, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Uju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980.
These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a good Monday night matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Throwing on first down, Timmons. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Timmons over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, these two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Timmons completes it to the tight end Kittle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
On the counter, Etienne.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they'll put up a stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Trap 50, trap 50.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The Colts had 8 and 5 to start play. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling.
The ball is free. Taylor lost it.
And the Jags grab it.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard up to the 38.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Etienne up the middle to about the 26 here. Well, this defense for the Colts, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Timmons. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Timmons. That is taken in by Hurst.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hawk 70.
Now Graham to throw.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole. Play action. It's Graham.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Graham. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Okay, 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Graham to throw it. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
19 tight.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he'll be taken down at the 18. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They'll need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
19 Chargers, 19 Chargers.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
1st and 10, Taylor now. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They run once more with Taylor. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Throwing now, Graham on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Graham will throw. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Warriors 17.
First down. Here's Graham. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Buffalo 18.
On second down, here's Graham. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Graham here from the shotgun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now ETN to start the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. ETN once more. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Slot man moves right. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
He was brought down by Foyesade Aluakin.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Graham going to set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hartman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now Graham. Flush to his right. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now Graham looking to throw on second down. He finds his man, complete. It's Webb. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 1st and 10, it's Graham. Touchdown, Colts! From 10 yards out. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Timmons. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Timmons. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. A handoff for Etienne. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On first down, Timmons. This will be caught by Brown.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Timmons. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Jaguars. George Kittle from 17 yards out.
And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
They'll look to throw. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
My cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Graham. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll throw on first down with Graham. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. On the move past the 40. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To throw on second down, Timmons. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
The Jaguars on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Timmons. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. Room here to run. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Timmons. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw on second down. Timmons. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing on first down. Timmons to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Back to throw. Timmons. Hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The kick by Lutz is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Cowboy 80. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready, go.
Looking to throw. Graham. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 67 yards.
And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
But when we see the ball tipped in the air, sometimes we get a little roll change, don't we? Because when it's in the air, sometimes the defensive back becomes the receiver. And in this case, the receiver looked like a defensive back, but ended up a receiver.
He caught it as a receiver. Hey, it worked out.
Worked out really well for them. But I'm telling you, the defensive guys,
frustrated.
Oh, frustrated. They're going to catch it in film.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
They'll run. It's Etienne.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on 3rd and long. Timmons, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it is strictly for pride.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
73 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Colts, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.